Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is another normal game sent in by you, the fans, to Lifesaglitchtv at gmail.com. Mr. Maximus Black.
Yes?
Hit me up with the sound of doing enough hard drugs to think that Final Fantasy characters and Disney characters belong in the same game together.
Mickey Mouse and Cloud? That'd be great. I'm high.
Japanese developers becoming 90s Californians in real time, thanks to the power of hard drugs. Down here in the bottom right-hand corner, we've got the red Taryn Ceazon, and up in the top left, we have Sora, the blue Protoss.
Already a very interesting placement for your gateway and pylon. I am curious to see.
It's a choice.
It is a choice. This is, again, a diamond game, so we got competent players, know what they're doing to some degree. A much more standard opening happening over here for Ceazon. But up here, this is... All right, he's going to open up two. I mean, this is fine. Like, two gateways are fine, but typically, you're building them here at the ramp. And usually when you open up two like this, he's going to put down the core right away. He's also only got 2 on gas. Okay, now he's getting his 3rd on gas. Perhaps he's going to open up 2 Adept and then move out. We will see. Typically, against Taryn, you're going to want to just chrono boost out that first Stalker, because by the time your first Stalker comes out, that Reaper is going to be hitting your base. But Ceazon over here is opening up Reactor right away. So I don't know what's going on.
Is the placement versus Taryn to help stop Reaper and to get his units closer to the mineral line coming out than they would if they were down at the ramp?
It's possible, but at the same time, it doesn't matter if your gates are here, or your gates are here, or your gates are here. Once you chrono boost out, like, your Stalker is going to be out about 5 seconds before the Reaper hits your base, depending on the size of the map. So I don't know why exactly he does this, because ultimately why I don't like doing this sort of thing, and he is going to open up 2 Adept, but why I don't like opening up like this is because if Taryn decides to do a drop, things get very sticky. You're creating small little pockets where they can sit in there, and you're kind of funneling in. It just becomes a pain in the ass. Units start, like, the AI just don't know the pathing. It gets a little fucky, and it usually causes more problems than not. And since he opened up 2 Adept, I would have just rather have seen him open up here, or open up here if you're planning to open up with an early Nexus to go into a macro game. But nonetheless, I'm done complaining about it. It is what it is.
I mean, he's got his 2 Adepts out. He's going to see what he can scout and what maybe he can accomplish with them. It looks like Taryn is going, nothing much.
Yeah.
Taryn's going with Hellions, and they're going with a Banshee. The starport just finished. Banshee is on the way. Went Hellion instead of Reaper as they're opening, and so a bit of a change-up, going to delay when he can get in an attack. But at the same time, Ceazon, or I'm going to call him Ceazon in general, kind of like seasoning your food, he's showing his hand a little bit with these. I think Ceazon's going to be in a really good fucking position to do some really terrible things because there's no wall. He's going to get the Hellion wide open up the ramp, and he's going to have the Banshees.
He's super fucked. I mean, he needs to wall this off now. He needs to just put 2 pylons down, but he ain't got the minerals. Fortunately, the 2 Stalkers have come out, and it's bought him enough time, and for whatever reason, Ceazon decided to just not drive past these and just take fights against Stalkers. What are you doing?
Oh,
that was free.
Ceazon!
4 Hellions right now in this base, it's game over. Even if they die, you're going to do so much damage. He's so fixated on this Banshee.
Yeah, I think he's really just worried about the Banshee for some reason, and now the Void Ray's out. What a massive window missed. Ceazon's out here seasoning his fucking food like the whitest family in the neighborhood right now. Cloak is on, so he is going to do a lot of damage here.
Yeah.
There's no cannon anywhere, is there? There's no. There's no robo, so there's no way of seeing this thing. He's just going to pick up probably, oh my god, he could get 10 fucking kills with this right now. If he just keeps going.
Do not go after the Stalkers, you moron. I'm sorry.
Or he could get 5.
Oh my god, dude. There's so many things that went wrong here. For one, he used his cloak as he was entering the base. You only use your cloak when you realize you need it. Right? So he could have went in there.
And now he's going to decloak and get clapped.
And look, he's cloaked again before he even got to the base.
Oh, God. If he micros here...
No, it's not enough.
I mean, that's the wrong micro.
At this point, he could have... I mean, he could have won the game. Between the Hellions, it would have been such an absolute
We're talking like 20... We're talking like 20 probes minimum.
Like game over. Like, he would have destroyed the mineral line with the Hellions, or at least gotten 10+ probe kills, and then the Banshee would have came in. And for whatever reason, he decided to cloak when he was here. Oh, I'm missing action over here. He's getting a Void Ray is in the base. I mean, this thing, it will do some damage for sure, but he should be able to kill it with just Marines. And if he gets a Widow Mine out, yeah, there you go. But if you guys are watching this at home, all right, which you know, you're watching it somewhere, stop cloaking before you get into the base, right? Because if he didn't do it, he could have gotten 3 or 4 probe kills before a Stalker came up. Then when the Stalker comes up, that's when you cloak. Because you got to think about it. Even if you can buy 20 seconds, 20 seconds can be 10 probe kills easily. But instead, he didn't. He ruined his cloak, his energy for his cloak, and then he decided to attack the Stalkers when there's a shield battery here. He just needed to go after probes. That's all he needed to do, and he didn't do it.
Oh, just really unfortunate. So and what makes it bothersome is that, you know, he got everything else right. The timing was good.
Beautiful.
He had great timing, and Protoss gave him a massive door to just walk right up the ramp. It was in his favor, dramatically in his favor. And so now he's really up against the wall here, to the point where he's throwing out friggin' landed Vikings and a band of hurting Marines to try and hold the line to get this expansion up. Where, I mean, man, and that's why, you know, I understand why Jeff is upset. I mean, Taryn would have already won the game, and if not, like, let's say Protoss stays in.
It was one.
It was basically just a winning but later scenario, and now now this is 100% Sora's game to lose. Sora's gonna have to throw this shit so hard, it'll be like that time Elon Musk tried to tell the world that the fucking Cybertruck had basically indestructible windows and then threw a ball through it. That's the type of throw we're gonna be seeing here for Sora to fucking lose this game.
Yeah, but let's not harp on it too much. We've already beat down Ceazon pretty hard, but some serious mistakes. It would have been a rage quit for Sora, but instead here we are, an interesting unit composition. We've got one Oracle that's about to die, and he got one Revelation off. I mean, grats. And now he's gonna take the Void Ray in. Is this Diamond? Is this Diamond?
No!
This must be like,
I want you to knock this to Platinum.
Yeah,
we're stepping it back.
I gotta
We gotta go back a notch.
I gotta bring this down a notch, bro. We're giving Diamonds a bad name at the moment here.
No.
I mean, I can appreciate the spirit, all right? And Ceazon really did have a pretty dope timing. But, man, the follow-through just wasn't there. Now this Viking is... Oh, actually, the Void Ray should take it out. Yeah. We got one Phoenix. I like the Phoenix out just to do some scouting, the look around, and then maybe you can catch a medevac kind of moving around the map as well. We have some Stalkers here. What else do we have in production? We got Blink going. We've got Stim finally going here for Ceazon. +1 upgrades, and we've got a 3rd base going down as well for Sora. So really starting to macro. Ceazon is doing a good job, though, at SCVing up, and I say that, and then I look down at this base and realize there's only 2 SCVs here. Sora's in the lead, Adam.
It's tough out here in these streets, Mr. Black. It's fucking tough out here in the streets.
He's gonna blink
it's really, they're having a hard time. The blink is coming.
Yeah, he's gonna blink
Ceazon
up.
has got absolutely... Now, Ceazon doesn't even have salt on the table right now, is the problem. Like, he doesn't have anything ready for this fucking meme. He's got some Marines, but he's got 2 whole fucking medevacs. And so, again, unless Sora... I'm not gonna say it's impossible.
I know,
he
he'll
will.
fuck it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And the thing is there's a fair amount of Stalkers here, but unfortunately with these medevacs, I don't see Sora doing an insane amount of damage here. We'll see. If he goes in too deep, he's gonna lose all of his Stalkers. He needs to literally sit right here, and here it comes. And you know he ain't blinking out at him. You know he ain't blinking.
Nah.
Oh, okay, well, you got a few out. Two trapped up here. They're going, no!
Oh, no.
No, God, no! Oh, okay, we're okay.
How often have we've seen that happen before on this map, I swear to God, where like they've saw units gotten like trapped there or fucking whatever.
So
that's definitely happened before.
What you want to do, it can be tough, but what you want to do is you want to shift blink. So you're gonna want to do a waypoint, hold in shift, so that like basically you can queue up the next action and then click B, and then click again here, and they'll basically jump one at a time, ding 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 ding, and they'll start moving over. But that's a little bit more advanced micro. Wow, these probes, okay, managed to keep those alive. Decent little force fields there, keeping them out. Doesn't know the third exists quite yet, and now we've got the Void Ray sitting there, and all of these units are going to get destroyed by these Marines. This is not looking good.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to eat them up.
Well, yeah, that's real unfortunate. The supply is starting to go further and further in Ceazon's favor.
Oh, no.
He's gonna get up here just as the warp goes, which means he already has 2 free kills, a third, a fourth, a fifth.
He's about to get
all
more.
the stalker's gone, the shield battery is gone. Here he comes. He's getting dangerously close to overstimming for the amount of medevacs that he's got. But this mineral line's about to get shredded. Oh, and he commits the probes. He commits the probes in the process, and what an amazing attack for Ceazon. After having himself up against the ropes there, he needed something like that to get back in, but now you know what he needs to do? He needs to stop trying to take fucking Adam Smith like macroeconomics classes and just spend your money!
Yeah. And Protoss needs, he needs to tech up. Like, if he's just gonna go straight Marine, he really needs to go into High Templar and hit some storms, and then, you know, have an Archon or two for the rest of the AoE splash damage. Because you're just, I'm gonna be honest, as Stalkers, you're just not gonna win. Even if it's just Marines with medevacs, they don't do enough DPS. You're gonna lose. He needs tech. He has to have it, or he won't win.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm getting a little, sketch even for Ceazon just rolling what he's been rolling right now. I mean, he's got so much. He did spend all of his money. I don't know what he's spending on, like fucking 5 friggin' command centers. Where did all that money? Okay, all right, there you go. So I mean, I'm a little worried. Given how much production he should have, he doesn't, like, his army is just not substantial. Can we see the unit tab, Mr. Black, real quick?
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, how he had like 2,000 minerals, but he's coming out of this with 39 SCVs and 16 Marines. Is fucking beyond me. There's got to be a better way, because he's definitely had an opportunity after that follow-up. He could have spent a lot of his money just producing units and gotten up there and probably kept the pressure on now that he knew the third was clearly there. But now we're in this weird spot where is that a sensor tower?
It is.
Yep, okay.
It's a sensor tower.
Yeah.
Sure.
I haven't seen one of them in a hot minute, but all right, fucking yeah, go for it. Oh, here we go, getting some more units to pick up. I don't even know how to call this game anymore, Jep. I don't know how to call it.
I do. I believe that, you know, if Protoss continues to, okay, Protoss is getting tech now. We got Colossus or a Giraffe coming out on the field. We have Storm.
I see Storm.
Yeah, that should be game over. Because right now, these Marauder medevac, I mean, Ceazon is just kind of overcommitting a little bit, overstimming. He's getting just a little too crazy. I think if he just kind of reels it back a little bit, keeps what he has alive, regroups with more units and keep pushing, and doing harassment like he's about to do right now, he's going to be far better off. But the moment these storms hit, and all Ceazon has is what he has, he's in some trouble. That Colossus goes down quick, man.
Yeah, that was highly unfortunate. You did not want to lose that Colossus. That was one of your, like, major advantages right now. Storm is up, though. And he got the upgrade to get canceled as well. He didn't even cancel it, he just ate it.
Destroyed it, yeah.
And as, you know, I mean, yes, the storms are probably the bigger problem for him right now. But even that was a really hot pickup for Ceazon. That was a pretty big deal for him. And now we're seeing him get his production up further. I still want to see him not have 2 command centers at the third. Is one of them like a planetary or both of them planetaries? Like, probably. What is the play there? What is going on
One of them's planetary, which I'm not against. I would just prefer to see this being the planetary, this being the orbital, and using that to go into the fourth. We got him coming back up into the main now. These should go down. I love the fact that Sora decided to go with Charge Lot, Archon, High Templar. Before, this was Taryn's game. Now I believe Protoss will win it. Just judging by the tech. He's got the upgrades going. He seems to be making a little bit better decisions. And I know I'm a little biased because I'm a Protoss fanboy, but nice storm there. Going into the mineral line, gets the second one off. I would love to see him keep those storms for the units though, not the SCVs. But,
yeah, that was a bit sketchy. That probably could have been he played that right. I mean, he only had a couple storms, but that could have been a bordering on game scenario there. Because really, Ceazon, you'd think, look at his base. You think Ceazon 3? He's got technically three base. He's got a good, reasonable amount of productivity going on here, and he just has nothing. He just somehow has nothing.
Well, it's because he keeps losing little by little.
Because he overstims, he overextends, he gets like a hot pickup here and there, but it's never quite enough back home to replenish it. But I mean, shit. He's got a lot of story. There's no way now. That's so many high temps. That's a lot of high temps, man.
I mean,
you can't possibly fuck that up now.
He's losing his main, but these High Templar, I mean, this is a really good attack from Ceazon. He's up in the main. He's destroying the tech. He went into the natural, got rid of the probes. Unfortunately, he split up just a little bit too much, but he did a lot of damage there. Sadly, though, this is all he's got. He's got 113 supply, and let's not forget, 50 of those are SCVs. Sora, on the other hand, 103 supply, 45 of those are probes, but look at the tech. It's the tier 3. It's now he's got a Colossus that's going to join the fight. He's got tons of High Templar, almost too many. I would like to see him turn 6 of those High Templar into 3 Archon and use the rest for storms. He has charge, he has blink, he's got upgrades, or at least he's got level 2 upgrades. He could win this game right on this push. He just got to hit storms.
Nobody is in the bunkers. Everyone's standing out front. He's going to get some in the bunkers now. Back up. He's going to get out of the way. No storms hitting just yet. That's been rip.
Game over.
Rip.
Beautiful storms. He's disciplined with them too. He's not overstorming. He's got to be careful. Now he can storm the mineral line. Very nice. He wants to stay clear away from that planetary fortress. Get rid of this. Nice little storm there in the background. I'd love to see some feedbacks go off just to ping that bad boy off. Doesn't even need it. Storming like crazy right now.
Wow.
Everything goes down.
So
Can't
many
even
storms.
That planetary fortress. Now turn him into Archon and be done with this game. He needs to make sure he continuously is warping in units, sitting at 800 minerals to 50 for Ceazon. And this is all but GG. This is game.
That shit was looking like the hurricane hitting fucking Halifax. That was so many fucking storms popping off down there. He just never had enough. Constant storms the whole way through, wiped out absolutely everything, and now he can just start to move up, and I agree, this has got to be it. I mean, Ceazon at 32, he's just in it for the dream at this point, and so it's just a matter of time, I would imagine, before Ceazon finally hangs up the chef's hat and heads out after having easily one of the best opportunities to close out an early game that we've seen in a hot minute. There's a good switch into some Archons. And those Archons alone are probably going to be able to clean up whatever the hell Ceazon's got on.
Yeah, it's game over.
And he's got 14 supply. So well done. I mean, what a weird, just a weird game, Mr. Black. Just a very odd back and forth, some weird decisions. Eventually, Sora started making better decisions. Ceazon never quite got off the overcommitment, I guess we should call it. Train every time, having a good opportunity and just taking it a step or two too far, and then not being able to enjoy the fruits of his labor to get ahead, constantly keeping himself at parity with Sora until Sora had the tech, and then it was no longer parity. He was just getting folded like a lawn chair.
Yeah, Ceazon's game, he lost it. I mean, at the beginning it was GG, it was over. Some really awful decision making that I think he can learn from. If you were to watch this replay, he'd see that he had the game won, and that's it. He just rage quits, leaves the game. That's the show. Solid game though. I mean, it was a lot action packed, a little bit back and forth. A little bit unorthodox stuff, but hey, decent game nonetheless. I don't really have anything else to add except for head on over to nordvpn.com/OTT and get yourself a VPN subscription. What do you got, Adam?
Yeah!
Yeah, you would.